The first day that I worked on him, I'll be honest with you, my friend did not look like himself. I mean, the edema, the toxicity in his body was so profound that, I mean, his face was full and his neck was full, and he had lost the definition, neck to shoulders quite a bit. The back part, I mean, his entire back was kind of shaped like a barrel. I mean, you could not, I mean, to look at it or to touch it, you could not find his shoulder blades. You couldn't find his spine. You couldn't find where his ribs ended, and the, softer tissues around the organs started. I couldn't find his pelvis. I mean, it was like wood. It was like, when you press on your sternum, it's just nothing under the skin but hard.
It felt like wood to me too, like it was 2 or 4s under my skin.
And that first day, it was just, it was kind of, I really didn't know what I was working with. So I kind of did a sweep with the laser, everything up here, and just thought, well, we'll get started and see what happens. But when I was finished doing that, it was just disturbing how hard it was down here. And so as I was visiting with him, and he was sitting upright at this point, as I was visiting with him, he was sitting in his wheelchair leaning forward, and so I would just take the laser, and every inch or so I'd just stop and drop it and let it sit for a minute and kind of penetrate the tissues. And that ended up being the most remarkable part of all of it. It was a surprise. The next day when I came in and started with massage, because it kind of helps me figure out what I'm dealing with, there was some release of the edema. Oh, that was the other thing. That big lesion on your spine up here went from about here to here on the right side of his spine and stood up a good ½ inch. I mean, everything was just a barrel, but that you could see. And then there was a node on the right side here that just stood straight out. That was really the only definite structure back here. But okay, back to where I was headed. Having touched with the laser down here, when I came in the next day and started working on his back just felt like Swiss cheese, and not the way you would expect. I mean, you work on a muscle, you do a massage, and the muscle will relax, and the whole muscle is relaxed. Working on it this way, you could feel everywhere that I had put the laser down. I mean, you could feel like you had chiseled out of the granite that was under his skin. It was the craziest thing ever. That was wild. Okay, I'm gonna start in on you. You really feel pretty good today.
Yeah.